This is an example from 2007 past paper. As you see, this is using trigonometric functions. Already the graph is done for you. Y equals sine x and y equals square root of cos x. No need to graph it, but the main thing is being able to find these points of intersection, point A and point B, because they will be our limits. So the first part is asking you to solve the equation. We just need to keep in mind that tan x is equal to sine x over cos x. Okay? Alright, we'll see in the next slide how it's done. So in order to find the points of intersection between the two curves, we put the y values equal to each other. So we have square root 3 cos x equal to sine x. And as we said before, to make it easier to solve, we put it in the form of square root 3 equal to sine x over cos x, as if we divided both sides by cos x, and this will give us square root 3 equal to tan x. And of course we're using the exact values in this case, so tan x equals square root 3, and this will be, the first solution will be x equal to pi on 3. Tan x is positive in, we go all stations to central, tan x is positive in the third. So therefore the first solution is pi, the second solution will be pi plus pi on 3, which is 4 pi on 3. And if we look at the diagram, we can see obviously that pi on 3 and 4 pi on 3, they are the values, the coordinates of point A and B, which will help us to use them when we're finding the shaded region, and these are our limits. Integrating to finding the shaded area would be from pi on 3 to 4 pi on 3, and of course sine x is the top curve, top graph, minus square root 3 cos x all dx. Integration of sine x is minus cos x, integration of cos x is sine x. So we end up with minus cos x minus square root 3 sine x, all from pi on 3 to 4 pi on 3. You can take the negative out and makes it easier, so it'll be minus cos x plus square root 3 sine x from 2 pi on 4. Substituting the limits, we end up with minus cos 4 pi on 3 plus square root 3 sine 4 pi on 3. Of course the top value is substituted first, minus bracket. This bracket helps you not getting confused with the signs and the negatives, positives, Square root 3 sine pi on 3, close the brackets. From then, you could use a calculator or just logically cosine 4 pi on 3. 4 pi on 3 is the 240 degrees, which is in the third quadrant, and cos and sine are negative in that quadrant, so that's going to be minus a half minus square root 3 times square root 3 over 2 minus a half. Cosine 60 is a half. Watch out for the signs, for the negative and then positive becomes negative, so that's the square root 3 times square root 3 over 2. There's multiplication here. So that will give us a half plus square root 3 over 2 plus a half plus square root 3 times square root 3 over 2. Using a calculator or just directly give you 1 plus 3, and the answer is 4 square units. And that was worth 2 marks for the first part, 3 marks for the second part, so that's 5 marks all up from a past paper. Thank you.